Hello, everyone. My name is Todd Wall, and welcome to Communication Makeover, where we believe that intentional communication will lead to the breakthrough that you're looking for, both in your business and in your life. Today, we're talking about professional overwhelm and the process of how do I overcome this? How do I make this better? Because it just gives me that just kind of itchy, nervous feeling and just that stress reaction. And I remember it when I was younger, and even later, and just starting different roles. Just that pressure can come out of nowhere sometimes. Sometimes it lasts for a while. Sometimes it's short term, but it's something that we all deal with. And so finding a strategy and finding a tactical way to just analyze, understand what's actually going on, and building a path forward. Because guess what? There's a way through. Absolutely, 100%. You're gonna, if you're dealing with it, you feel that feeling right now, you're going to get through this. Everyone does. You're going to get through it because we've all been there. So let me jump straight into the conversation with Deirdre and Abby now, because I can't wait to uncover more of these clues and get to more of that tactical feeling to lower her overwhelm from an 8 down to a 4 like she wants to. So here she is.
Abby, we are uncovering the clues. They're coming out. How are you feeling about the process so far and all the exploration we've done around your overwhelm?
Feeling good so far. Definitely feeling like I realize a little bit when we're talking about what makes you feel that way. What do you do when you feel that way? It's making me realize that maybe I am reverting to different habits than I had before, but still getting into a habit of doing things differently than I would like to continue to excel professionally.
Okay, that recognition there. Let's dive in a little bit deeper because it was that I can make a list somewhere, I can start organizing my emails, whether it's doom scrolling or doing something else, which what you're doing is productive, but it's still a level of procrastination, which is almost one of those words where like, oh no, not procrastination, but it is a normal part of the process. But and when you recognize it, you can make a shift. So I'm going to ask you right now, let's dive in deep and be really strategic with a little scalpel here. What do you think could change first? So, of all the ways that you feel the overwhelm because something happens within the job and the new responsibilities, what part could you look at and say, I could probably adjust here?
I think I could definitely adjust how I'm prioritizing things currently. Maybe take a look at what tasks I find to be the highest priority, or take a look at my book of clients and say, when this person emails me, it's highest priority. If this situation comes up, that takes priority over this client. Just kind of evaluate what I need to do professionally speaking, in my particular role to deliver the best client experience, but also keep myself from becoming overwhelmed because when I'm not delivering the best client experience.
Right, and your communication, you're not feeling at your best, so your communication suffers, mistakes happen. You're talking about a playbook. You are just right there. You're finding the highest priority. You're saying, if this situation happens, I jump on it first. A little more scripting of that. Go deeper into what else could I do and what situations. Is there anything else there?
I think I could be a little more organized even in my emails. Maybe create a folder for client to dos and then internal to dos. What's already done? Can we move that around? I use the email flagging tactic so frequently. And I feel like that's even becoming overwhelming for me at this point. So I think maybe shifting how I am reminding myself to reprioritize tasks. So, like I said, that to do folder, and I know I have 8 things in the to do folder. I need to go back and look at it, read every email, figure out what's going to be a priority right now. If it's an hour before lunch, how many things can I get done before then? Is there a small, we call it in my business, eat the frog? Is there a small thing where I can eat the frog now and just get it over with? So I think maybe recognizing, what do I hate doing so much that I could just get out of the way, and spend more time strategizing later on what else is important for other clients.
Well, I love that. Eat the frog and just get out of my own way. Those are both powerful ways of looking at this. One thing that I haven't heard is about you and your own priority as a way to sometimes a little self-care. And when you're in the thick of it, I know it's hard, but if you can, step away, breathe a little bit, take a walk somewhere, and then come back. Even just that reset, refresh. So where are you with in the height of your overwhelm? Here you are an 8. What would happen if you took a couple minutes just to breathe, just to get away from your desk? Do you think that would push you a little bit closer to a 4 as well?
I think it could definitely help push me towards that 4 that I'm looking for. I find right now I really struggle to make myself go for the 15-minute walk or walk across to the break room to get water or something like that, because I feel like every minute I'm not spending doing something productive is a minute that I lost, and something that in the long term becomes a little bit more overwhelming. Or I spend longer when I wanted to go home working on a project that I didn't finish earlier in the day. So I find I have a hard time pulling myself when I'm at work, because I know at 4:30 I get to go home and I can do whatever I want, but then that turns into me not doing whatever I want because I'm still feeling overwhelmed. So it's it's a tough line that we're walking here.
It is. It is a tough line. When you travel on an airplane, do you ever listen to what the flight attendants say when the airbag drops down? You put your mask on first, and then you put the mask on whoever you're with. It's a little bit the same thing if you think about it. If you're not taking the time, and maybe it doesn't need to be 15 minutes, when we think of self care, sometimes our minds go to take that long walk and get lost in nature or a spa day. It can be as simple as I'm going to stand up, do some belly breathing, walk to get a drink of water, and come back. And even that short amount of time is a reset. Is there anything that would stop you from trying to do that, to incorporate that into your day? As little as possible makes a difference.
I don't think there's anything that could stop me from doing it. Maybe something I could try is setting a reminder for myself or building a break into my day, or 5 minutes to walk across the hall to go to the kitchen, or whatever it is. Maybe building it in would help. Something I scheduled on the organizational train of thought there, something scheduled into my day to make me get up and go do something. Or maybe if a client call ends early, I say, I'm going to go take 5 minutes and then come back and finish this update, because I know I'll feel refreshed if I do that.
Excellent. Okay, Abby, I'm going to bring Todd back in and we'll be right back.
Deirdre, as I'm listening to the conversation, and I heard that right there at the end, she said, "Yeah, I feel like um, I sometimes I just feel like I can't just breathe for a minute." And I'm
Mm.
wondering if the word permission is an issue. Sometimes there's just a question around, do I have permission to take a break? And I know I've felt that personally. I really, I guess I'm just giving my personal testimony in that, so it makes me curious about that. What are your thoughts?
I think you're onto something. I think that if you are moving through your day and you need to do more and more and more, you're not giving yourself permission. Maybe you're looking at the people around you and no one else is giving themselves permission. It could be a part of the culture, but just that little break, that little bit of permission is what breaks a cycle. And Abby can make some small to bigger moves to get to a four.
Yeah, I think so too. I think sometimes when I've felt that pressure, it's like I was trying to be somebody else. And then once that pressure subsided, is because I was able to recognize it's okay to be me. It's okay for me to settle down. So I don't know. I'm still curious. I'm really enjoying the conversation. So let me send us to our break, and because I can't wait to see how this thing continues to unfold. All right, everybody, stick with us. We will be right back.